Hello, my name is Sirus. I'm an Australian registered migration agent here at Sirus Migration. In this video, I'm going to talk about Queensland or BSMQ general skill migration pathways. It is important that you have a sound knowledge about the GSM point system, and I highly recommend you to watch this video that I will put the description down below to understand and refresh your knowledge about GSM points. With GSM or general skill migration, there are direct independent pathways, sponsored permanent pathways, and then provisional sponsored pathways as well. I will now explain these in detail based in Queensland. With subclass 189 and 491 family sponsored categories, you only require to fulfill Department of Home Affairs requirement. For you to be eligible for any of these subclasses, there are some common requirements. Have a skill assessment from a skill occupation list, minimum of 65 points, minimum of competent English. If it's in IELTS, it's 6 in each band. Age has to be below 45 years. Be in good health, be in good character, no debt to Australian government, no Section 48. Subclass 189 is an independent direct permanent resident visa. Whereas if you have an immediate family member lives in a designated area who would sponsor you, you only require 50 points by your own, and you receive 15 points for your sponsorship from the state government. Designated areas for this purpose in Queensland are anywhere in Queensland other than Greater Brisbane, which is in general Sunshine Coast, Gold Coast, Toowoomba and beyond. If you would like to find out exact locations, please be in touch with us via any of the contact information below. 491 visa is a provisional visa which gives you a 5-year visa leading to permanent residency in 3 years when you satisfy all the conditions. We are expecting a round of invitation for subclass 189 and 491 family sponsored subclass in April. Normally, this happens in every 3 months. Let's talk about BSMQ state sponsored visa. With this category, you will receive extra 5 points if you were invited by the state under subclass 190 and extra 15 points if you were sponsored under subclass 491 visa. Again, 190 is a state-sponsored permanent resident visa, and 491 is a state-sponsored provisional visa leading to PR. Let's talk about Queensland 190 requirements. On top of the Department of Home Affairs requirements, you have to have an occupation in PSOL, which is Priority Skill Occupation List. You should be working full-time for 6 months. That's 35 hours a week minimum. And you need to have a 12 months job offer from an employer. Minimum of 80 points including 5 points from the state. In my experience, I have seen other occupations other than PSOL being granted where we establish how critical is that occupation in the current circumstances. If you require further clarifications in this regard, please be in touch with us. Let's have a look at the PSOL or the Priority Skill Occupation List. Chief Executive or Managing Director, Construction Project Manager, Mechanical Engineer, General Practitioner, Residential Medical Officer, Psychiatrist, Medical Practitioner not elsewhere classified, Midwife, Registered Nurse in Aged Care Sector, Registered Nurse in Critical Care and Emergency Sector, Registered Nurse in Medical Sector, Registered Nurse in Mental Health Sector, Registered Nurse in Perioperative Sector, Registered Nurse in Not Elsewhere Classified, Developer Programmer, Software Engineer, Social Worker and Maintenance Planner. Let's talk about 491 visa. With subclass 491 visa, there are 2 categories as we discussed earlier. One is state sponsor, the other one is small business owner category. Even though there is no straight occupation list for 491 state sponsor category, your occupation has to fall within the critical sectors. Also, it is important to understand you are not required to be a technical officer in these sectors as long as you work within the sectors. So the sectors are air ambulance, critical medical and medical technology, engineering, critical infrastructure, supply chain, telecommunication, film and television production, maritime industry, agricultural technology and food technology, and large-scale manufacturing. Other requirements are you must be working for minimum of 3 months in a regional location in Queensland. You need to have a job offer from an employer. Only 65 points is required, including 15 state points, which is 50 points on your own. Let's have a look at the 491 small business category. With small business owner category, you are required to have full-time work rights behind you. So you might be a holder of 485 visa, dependent of a subclass 500 master's student visa holder with full-time work rights, dependent of a 482 or 494 work visa holder, dependent of 188 visa holder, etc. So for this, you're required to have a skill assessment, purchase a business from a regional Queensland by spending minimum of $100,000 in purchase value, operate it for 6 months before applying for 491 expression of interest. Business need to be at least 2 years old, so it cannot be a newly opened business. With the business, please note the purchase price has to be minimum of $100,000. You have to be the sole owner of the business, so no other shareholders or partners. Cannot be a home-based business such as cleaning or courier business. As per my predictions, I don't think subclass 190 will be open in this financial year in Queensland before 1st of July 2021. But 49 will be considerably a simple pathway to be eligible. Should you require further clarifications, please book an appointment with one of our expert migration agents so we can provide you specific and personalized advice to you. Hope this video helped you understand the Queensland migration program from BSMQ. Hit the subscribe button now if you have not yet done so, for you to be notified with all the new updates in Australian immigration and education through our channel. You will also be notified when we go live answering Australian migration related questions weekly. Thank you for watching this video.